So I started cutting this, I think it's a 26 gram piece of opal chunk. And this had a whole bunch of sand on the top here, except for this area that is gashed away. And I can see a little bit of color peeking through from this area that had been broken away. And then I could see a little bit of color along the side. So I didn't have a whole lot of hope for this particular piece. I thought, I wouldn't get a whole lot out of it. And then I started peeling away the sand on the top, and I became a little surprised. So I went and grabbed my camera, and we're going to go through this process together. As you can see, when you add a little water to it, there is a little bit more color that is starting to show through in the reds and blue range, and it's on black opal. So it's not super bright. I don't think I can tell from here. It's not a knobby or anything, but when you got red and blue on black, you might have something special. So I figured we'd go through this together and try to cut it. I'm thinking that I'm going to have to make a cut here for a piece. Since this is so much lower, I'm going to probably keep that as a piece, and then I want to keep this big chunk here a piece. Also, I have this opal as well. Both of these pieces, by the way, are from Lightning Ridge, Australia. And you can see this black area here, and it has a little bit of a color in it. You can see some reds and blues peeking out. We'll throw some water on it. And you can see a little bit of color. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, there's some red and some blue in there as well. All right, so I'm on my 6-inch trim saw. I'm just gonna cut along this area here, and then make a cut along this area here. This should only take a moment. You can see there's pure black in here, and you really can't see a lot of color. I don't see hardly any, so alright, we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to make a cut here. And there we go again. So we have these 3 slices here. And you really can't see any color except for on the top. And that's ever so slightly. Alright, as I said, I'm on a 280 wheel. And it may not be a whole lot of a bar, so we shall see how this works out. As always, I'm just going to take it nice and slow and see if it starts cleaning up a bit. Really want to get this obvious sand out, but I also want to get this gray sheen out as well. So if I can get both of those out, I'm going to dance an Irish jig. If I get them both out and have color. You really can't tell where the color bar is on this. I mean, you can see where it's different along here and along here, but it's really difficult to tell how far this color goes down and when it starts to fade away. And that's the last thing I want to do, is have this color start going away on. See it showing up a little bit better here. That color's getting a little stronger. I just need to not go too far into it. I'll try my corners. And hopefully more color will show up as I go down even further, and it won't start fading away on me. I said to myself that I wasn't going to do another difficult one. I was just going to do a straightforward, easy piece of opal on my next video, just so I can make things look easy for you guys, but don't look like it's going to be on this one. So I have just a touch of sand left. So I'm trying to get rid of that, and then I'm trying to get rid of this gray haze as well. I don't know if it's showing up on here or not, but there is a bit of a gray haze that's coming through. So I'm just trying to get that one small piece out. I'm just checking my corners, seeing how much of a bar I may have left. And I really can't tell how far that goes in, but I am just taking it really slow right now. Alright, I'm going to take a break from this piece and go on to the next one. Just so I can analyze it a little bit further. So here's my next piece. Go ahead and get rid of this sharp corner. Because I've already got a cut finger on my hand that's healing up from slicing my hand on another piece of rock. So yeah, good idea. Just go ahead and get rid of those sharp corners. So I may have to get a little stone out of here and then get another little stone out of here if that color starts fading away on me. So yeah, I may have to make another cut there. Looks like that's what I probably gonna have to do. And on to our last piece here. May have been a good idea to start with this piece because most of it is lower than this top area here. So I could have used this as a test. So yeah, you can see that I'm probably going to end up with a nice piece of flat pot with no color on this one. Have one little flash that's hanging around, but that's about it. Alright, back on this one. Just going to try to get rid of this gray, particularly here, and see if it starts coming out a little bit better. Just going back and forth here on these. trying to decide if I'm going to slice this or not, which it looks like I'm going to have to. Looks like that gray is not wanting to come out. No matter how much I try to take it out. Okay, you can see that gray here is going down, and then that gray is pretty far in as well, past the opal layer. Try to get rid of this little sand pit, and hopefully there will be some color left. Come on, you're almost there. Alright, close enough. Flatten off this back. Alright, I went ahead and cut that other piece because there was no color to it. I believe it was somewhere around like that there. So I cut this piece off, there's no color in there, and then I cut this piece off and there's no color in here. So it's just going to leave me with this nodule here that I'm going to trim back in and see what comes from it. Give it some more light, trim this in a bit. Trim this side in a bit as well. And this last piece. Okay. So, just going to take this little bit off here. It looks like we're going to have a pretty nice little blue opal. Alright, I don't need all this on the bottom here, so I'm just going to cut it off and be right back. Alright, so let's cut this in half. Line it up, there we go, and we have our opal here, and then we have a nice thing of black potch to use for doublets and other things that may come up. So we got this gray here. I'm getting rid of it because there's no color in it. There we go. Just trimming this in a little bit. And yeah, we have a nice black on blue, or beginning stages of a pretty little black on blue opal here. Alright, here's my stencil for this one. Cabochon's calibrated, it's a lot better. So there's not a lot of color up here. There is some nice color here, which I do really hate that I'm losing. But unfortunately, that's just how it is. So here we go. Oh, bye-bye color. I would have cut that off if there was more color up here, if it did have a lot of good color, but it didn't, so I'm just going to trim it off. I just trimmed it off. Just shaping around it, getting a little bit better shape out of it, and then yeah, I will put it on the dop sticks after that. It's really not, I just looked at the screen, it's really not showing a lot of color on the screen, but it's there. I guarantee it, it's there. There's a closer image. See, I told you. It's there. It's like Prego. It's in there. Alright, here's our 3 stones. Here's our dop sticks. Here's our dopping buddy. We have some sticks with Yeah, I can't remember what this stuff is called. But yeah, I'm just gonna put them in here, let them heat up. And then after they heat up, wax. There's the word, wax. And then after the wax heats up on the sticks, I put the stones along the edge, and yeah, put them on the dopping sticks. So as you can see, they're already starting to get hot. Some of the wax is coming off. The old wax is coming off. I found that this dopping station doesn't get wax as hot as I've seen other dopping stations in the past. It really doesn't turn the wax into a liquid like other ones do. I guess it's good and bad. It doesn't get too extremely hot. But yeah, you can see it turns it into a consistency similar to this, and it really doesn't get much hotter than that. I got this dopping station from Kingsley North. It does the job. That's all I'm going to say about that. It does the job. So the wax or the dopping stick is going to go on here. So I'll flip them over to begin with. And then let them get hot. And you can just, when they do start getting hot, they'll just get hot to the touch, and then you'll know they're ready to go. They're starting to get a little warm. This one's not because it has a high dome on it. These two are pretty flat, so a lot more surface area is getting heated. So this one's going to take the longest. And that one is going to be for that one. These two are the same size, I believe, so they really don't matter. But yeah, it's just a little bit of a waiting game. Yep, hot and hot. Get me some wax. Should be good. Just smush it on there. And then mold it to the opal and to the existing wax that's on your stick. Take a look at it. Straight there, and it's pretty even. It could probably go over just a touch. There we go. Make sure it's straight on all four sides. It is. I got a little bit of a dopping wax that was extended over the corner that I moved back a touch. But yeah, that one's ready to go. Next is this one. So this has a whole bunch of dopping wax that I don't need. Along the side, just get some and put it at the end. A little hot. Mash it down. Mold it around. onto both the opal and the older dopping wax for the stick. Make sure it's even and level. It is. And put it in a little water off camera so that it'll harden faster. And that one is complete as well. This one, yeah, that's warm enough. And we'll repeat said steps and we'll be ready to go. On to the wheels again. All right, there we are. All right, back on to the wheels. All right, here we are back on the 220 wheel. We are just going to do a quick shaping of these stones and put a little dome on it. And the most difficult part of our process will be complete. So I like to have that stencil when I'm shaping it, but at the final shape, I don't like it on there. So it's gone now. Now I can look at it and just eyeball it on how it should be. You can see we're going in on this part and not so much on this side. So we'll have to bring this in a bit. This part can go in because we have a lot of gray here. It's going into the side, so we're just going to get rid of that. Alright, that's gone. And then we'll have to make adjustments from there. Which in turn is going to give us a smaller stone, but you know, it's got to be even. So you have this. It's pretty straight. And you have this one that's a lot more round. So we'll either have to straighten this side out, or we'll have to roll this one around and bring our corners in. So what I like to do is just do a little bit of both. Straighten that out. And this is curving this. starting to look pretty good. And I think that's good enough. We'll put a little bit of a dome on it. Won't need much. That should be good enough. As you can see now, it's not quite straight on the dopping stick. There's a lot more on this side than there is on that side. So I will take this off real quick and then reset it. Obviously not on camera. That would take way too long. Gonna make a little bit of a dome for this. Make sure it looks alright. Should have made sure it looked alright first. Yeah, that looks good. And now we have this one. Trying to get rid of this gray on this side. I don't think it's going to happen. So it's looking like it's not going to happen. It's got a lot of gray here. So yeah, I'm just going to make it into a dome. I'm not a big fan of this up here. Or this sticking out here. Some people can do this by hand. I prefer to do it on a dop stick, and then when I'm done, reset it on a dop stick. I just found that I'm a lot more precise when it is on a dop stick rather than in hand. If you ever watch Justin Thomas, he can do it quite easily on a by hand. But he does typically go on to the dop stick at the ending phase, doing this final shaping as well though. Still not exactly happy with those results. Yeah, so I got to do a little bit more. We have an area here that's down further than the rest of it. And this area is a lot higher, so we got to bring this. We can't bring this area up, so we got to bring this area down. We're on the 600 wheel. So far, it's been shaped. It's already shaped. I'm just polishing the facets out and going through the final steps. Alright, last but not least, the serial is done. All the polishing is finished. Took them off the dop sticks. Got some super glue on the back. And you can do the same. I do the same thing with dopping wax as well. So I'm on the 220 wheel, and I'll just get this super glue off. You can see there's still a little bit of an outline left. So I'll just try to work that until it's all gone. What I did not show is doing the back. What I like to do is, before I put a final cerium polish on it, on these stones, is I like to flip them over on the back and get a nice edge on the back, or a nice corner on the back, taking away those harsh corners. You can see that they've been ground down. And then I'll flip it back over and do a final polish. It is a little bit extra work, but for me, it works. It works. So you can see that all the glue is off. The edges look great, and that is about it. For this one, I think I may have to round the edges just a little bit more. They do seem a little bit hard, so I will do that. You see there's still a little bit of super glue left, but the this 220 wheel makes quick work of it. All right, there we go. And there we go. Has a nice corner on it now. Last but not least, this one here. Still a little bit left, a little bit of super glue left. Just a touch left. And voila, that does it. Now what I think I'll do is, just to make sure it looks really, really nice, is I'll do one more last step and put it on a 600 wheel, and just get rid of any facets that I created on that 220. Makes it look a little bit better, in my opinion. So just flip it over. And that one is finished. And that one is done now too. And one more to go. One thing you don't want to do is hit this space. You'd have to do it all over again. Want to make sure you do the right side. That would not be fun. And voila, that's finished as well. Well, here's the final reveal. We have 3 gems, They all have blue and red colors. They're all black opal. So they do have their issues, but they're all unique in their own way. This particular opal is 8.3 carats, and it is 14.8 millimeters by 12.5 millimeters by 6.7 millimeters. It does have this gray potch on the side here, but I never could get it out. But I think it adds a little bit of uniqueness to the stone. Next, we have this 10.75 carat black opal. It does have this gray potch in it as well. I was thinking of cutting it down the middle here, and then making a stone on this side and another one on this side, but I decided in the end to just leave it as is. It does have a nice window in this corner here, and you can see some strong reds and blues that come from this window. It does have a bit of pinfire on this bottom here, and then there's peaks of color that sneaks out throughout. Lastly, I have this 16.45 carat. It has flagstone. It contains flagstone and pinfire pattern. Beautiful blue and beautiful red. It's 22.4 millimeters by 16.8 millimeters by 5.8 millimeters. This opal came in the rough from Tammy Broad with Valley Opals. Her group provides great deals on opals. Great material at affordable prices. Very trustworthy. I've never had any problems at all from Tammy and her group. A lot of my material has come from her in the past. You can find her on Facebook, her group Valley Opals, and I believe she has always treated everybody with the utmost respect. That does it for this video. If you like what you see, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I will continue to try to make these videos as much as possible. Thanks for watching, and God bless.